They say that you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but what if that dog just wanted to play the banjo? Sorry, that was my only attempt at trying to make a cheesy joke in this video, I swear. Just wanted to make this video because it's something that's been on my mind for a while since I started this journey. You know, I'm 34 years old. I started guitar in August of 2023, and I was 32 years old. And at the time, I was aware that I was way past the age a lot of people start. So when I first started playing guitar, I constantly searched for proof that it wasn't too late for me. Most musicians I admired had started as kids, and even late starters often began in their teens. Eventually, I realized that music isn't about comparisons, it's about the journey. Comparing myself to others was only stealing the joy of my own experience. You think you're too old to start? Let me tell you why it isn't, and a little bit about my story. Growing up, music wasn't even an option. My family just couldn't afford instruments, so I never had the chance to try. In my 20s, I was just trying to keep my head above water. You know, I was paying rent and building a career, trying to put food on the table. It felt like putting everything creative I had in my life behind me. You know, I used to be big into art and writing poetry. You know, by my 30s, it felt like I was on autopilot because I was in an apprenticeship at the time and working full time, going to school at night, 3 nights a week, and you know, I was just running on fumes. I was just craving, like my soul was craving something creative to happen. I'd always wanted to learn how to play guitar and learn other instruments, but it just wasn't in the cards. My apprenticeship was done, and in 2023 I had met some friends for the first time. It was just the craziest experience because all weekend they were all musicians. I just sat back and listened to them jam all weekend. It was beautiful. It was like they were speaking another language to each other. They were singing songs that they had wrote, dancing, and you know, and I was getting up and dancing, and it just felt like I had never experienced anything like that before. What it reminded me of was seeing them, and it just, the way they were playing with their instruments, it was almost like they were a bunch of kids playing in a sandbox. That feeling just hit me like a freight train, and I said, you know, I want to be able to do something like that again. Everybody has that kid inside that just wants to create something. So in that moment, I said, I owe it to that little kid in me, that little kid version of Trent that wants to create something. So I told everyone there, and I promised everyone, I said, when I get back home, I'm going to get a guitar and I'm going to sign up for lessons. And that's what I did, and I haven't looked back since. And I can just say that this journey of learning guitar and other instruments has been the most amazing form of self-discovery that I could have ever done for myself. It's been truly a beautiful journey. I just want to let you know, if you think that you're too old to start, you're not. I have plenty of examples that, you know, I'll probably eventually share. So I really created this page so that maybe somebody, at least one person, could gather some hope from this, because I just know the struggles of thinking that it's too late to start learning a musical talent, you know, later in life. I'm just here to hopefully shed at least a little bit of light on what it's like and the challenges I face. So I'm going to be sharing, you know, some videos of my updates of the lessons that I'm going through, because I'm going through lessons right now, and what has helped me, maybe some of the challenges that I'm facing. If this sounds like something that interests you, and maybe you're going through some of the same struggles, or maybe you need to use this as like a checkpoint of seeing where you're at in your journey. Who knows, maybe you've been doing it for less time than me and you're much older and you're doing much better. So if that is something that's a help to you, then that's great. I'm happy to help any way I can. So anyways, hopefully I will see you on the next one, and thanks for watching.